Today we'll talk about the theory of stance taking, which is a key component of overall critical discourse analysis. In the beginning, I'll just introduce what stance or stance taking is. One of the most important things which we do with words as human beings are we express our opinions, we take our stance. Stance is a very commonly used word which generally speaking shows our point of view, our judgment or evaluation, maybe alignment towards a certain object. And in stance, we express our opinions freely and sometimes openly also. What do we mean by stance? Stance basically may be used to assign values to certain objects around us, and we also relate those values to the people involved in a certain event or are related to that object. By that we mean we position social actors in relation to those objects where we see a certain person acting a certain thing is placed according to us. Either he is performing his job or his assignment properly or not. We position those social actors according to that particular stance. Then it also may involve the calibration of alignments, how or in what ways we agree with various point of views around us. Do we agree or disagree? We align with the other person who is participating in the making of an interaction or stance or not. So in this way we do participate in an interaction, and we do show our alignment or lack of it. It may also invoke certain presupposed systems of sociocultural values which may serve as a background to understand those stances as well as in the making of those stances. There could be multiple resources which may be used to make a stance. For example, lexis, the choice of words, grammar, and many other meaning making resources which help us to show our attitudes, beliefs, feelings, thoughts, opinions about certain things are actually the resources which help us to make stances. They help us to show our commitment towards a certain object or a certain a communication target. For example, it may be an interlocutor who is a participant in a discussion, and we may show our view or stance towards his personality, his stance, or the words he wants to share. There are certain components of a stance. In order to understand what a stance is, we need to understand its components. First and the foremost is the stance taker, who is saying something and in what ways he is saying that. So the person who is taking a stance, making an opinion, showing a judgment or evaluation is the primary person to understand a certain point of view or stance. Then we have stance object. It's the topic under discussion or an issue which is being discussed or about which we take a stance. It can also be resources through which it could be means, maybe grammar, lexis, verbs, modal, punctuation marks, typography, or the choice of language itself can be a bigger source. In which language we convey certain thing has also a certain bearing on the meaning of a certain stance. Then addressee or another participant in the interaction, the person we want to reach out or we want to convey our stance is also very important. To frame a theory of stance, we need to understand not only the resources which are being used to make a stance, but also the interpretation of that stance in a certain context of reference. Every stance has to be understood in a certain context. Well, words alone can have their meaning, but when we want to understand a stance has to be understood in a certain context. Otherwise, we probably may miss certain important points of that stance or judgment. Stance takers, I give you certain examples down here. Stance takers are the persons who are involved in making a stance, maybe a participant or interlocutor in a conversation, and one who has certain evaluation, certain opinion about certain thing. And this stance taking can be seen even if not in spoken communication, it can also be seen in written or social media conversation also. For example, the act of posting a post on a social media websites like Twitter, Flickr, or any other Facebook may also involve an element of stance taking. Uh, and in this regard, the photographer can be one stance taker who has taken that picture, which has been posted by himself or anyone who follows him or her. Then in posting that photograph, it's not only the photograph which can be the object. Rather, the stance taker's view or stance can be understood also by the way it is being posted. What kind of collaborating things have been attached to it? For example, tags, description, titles given to those pictures. They show us and give us a clear view of the stance which the stance taker wants to convey. So it's not only the picture which shows the stance, but also many writings or relevant things associated with it. Then viewer can also be another stance taker, because once he or she watches that image, they create they take an inference out of it or take an impression, and they react to it. They write their own views. They thought they might share another picture which shows their own view about that picture, or that image which has already been posted. They might write an interesting comment. For example, in picture or in an image showing some preparation of cranberry muffins, somebody might write waves of nostalgia for these cranberries. He might be missing eating those cranberries. This shows his stance towards that picture. So viewer can also be a stance taker. Then stance resources. Stance resources can involve various sources. For example, the act of posting, editing, adding filters to it, or the choice of language. They themselves are the stance resources. The choice of language can be equal to a key stance maker. It's very important to understand which language has been used to post a certain thing, shows a certain point of view, or even within a language, which dialect has been used, what kind of language, formal or informal, has been used to convey a certain kind of message. If a very serious message has been conveyed in a very informal and colloquial language, that might have a certain meaning in itself in conveying that stance. So act of posting on Flickr, Instagram, or Twitter is also equal to the act of stance taking. Then stance objects can be those objects or topics which are under discussion or which are being used to convey a certain stance. This may include, in this case, images themselves, photography, or the art of photography which has been displayed by the photographer. So in this sense, the photography becomes the object, because there would be many comments which would reflect the skill of the photographer. Then talk about events related to the content of photo. Certain content, certain person in the picture may be a discussion, a point of discussion. So that may be an object also. Then attitude towards the languages which has been used to convey a certain tag or title to the picture. These resources are used basically to project one's sense of self through particular style of writing. So these description, these resources help us to convey our stances. In other words, they help us to project our own selves.